Now, I think I know when I'm getting trolled, but from what I've seen, there's another rumored OCG ban list going around, and to me as a player, this list clearly looks like a troll, but I digress. We're here to talk about the statistic, just chance that this could be a ban list, and we could see things reflected on this list come in the future of the TCG. So let's dig on into yet another rumored list, shall we? I love ban list season, and you guys can tell. So we have 2 cards being banned on the OCG side here, and this is wild. So the OCG is finally cleaning up Firewall Dragon, and I shouldn't be surprised about this. My only indicator that makes me think that this is a troll list is what has Gumblar been doing in the OCG as of late. Everything that I've seen as of recent out of the OCG tells me that there's no reason that we should be banning Gumblar, at least at this stage in the continuum. There's just something about this that seems a little bit fishy to me, but if we are actually trying to clean up active sources and things like that, okay, I'll go for it. So, interesting choice now. And then the only other ban that they have is Guard Dragon LP. Now, doing the list yesterday and today, we had Agripane yesterday, and today we're seeing LP being banned. Well, what does that mean? Where are the differences? So the argument I made yesterday for Agripane was it's a card that allows you to special summon from the extra deck. To me, it's the problem card because it sets up those negates. And seeing those crucial negates, or negate, sitting up on the board, the Hot Red Dragon Archfiend, seeing the powerhouse between Crystal Wing, and then seeing you can set up a Dragon Extender off of Agripane is fine. But it's the solid, I'm able to make this and set up a negate. And the real big difference here is, yes, LP could, in fact, bring out Rise Darkness Metal, but Darkness Metal is banned in the OCG. So, out of the best thing you're getting with Guard Dragon LP is you're basically getting the extender, which is basically what the Guard Dragons were meant to do, which was basically extend plays. The problem is, though, Agripane brings defense to, the deck, basically making it unfair. And if the real problem here is actually we go after LP, then yes, we check a couple of, I guess, questionable things that we've been seeing for a little while in the game, but outside of that, we're stopping extenders, but you can still make the Agripane. It's just, in terms of synergy and things like that, if we actually go after the LP, then that means it's one less simple arrow that the deck will have. So, I don't know, I guess I'm just trying to turn off the toolbox as opposed to the generic extra deck negate if this is the true list. So, we will see where that goes. That was just a little interesting sub point that I saw. Then we have Firewall Dragon to 1. I don't think that it's going to take a genius to say that this isn't going to happen. But Robbie, we're at the end of Reigns. The anime is ending, alright? There's no reason for us to keep this broken card locked up. At this point in time, I think it's perfectly viable that Firewall Dragon could return. You're just an ignorant Yu-Gi-Oh player that doesn't know what he's talking about. Whew. Yeah, I'm gonna be straight honest with you guys. I think that this is also what makes this list a joke. We are not, in any form of the future, looking to unrestrict Firewall Dragon. The card's degeneracy, the loot power that it made, it was too crazy for the game. And if I'm absolutely wrong, well, yikes. Then they've just decided to turn the format upside down and spin it right around, because that's what you get. We also have Dragonic Diagram going to 1 on this list. I talked about this yesterday as well. One big thing that I saw with the OCG list yesterday was, do we really care? True Kings, when the card got hit, True Kings and True Draco were insane in the OCG, but there's no reason to keep this locked up at this point in the venture. So I guess if we're going with that path, then that's okay. We're also restricting Slasher Draw to 1. Considering the fact that the OCG now is going to have 3 Saruja, 3 of every... This is the first time the OCG is going to have Dangerous. Like, I'm curious to see how the OCG is going to interact with the Danger cards and things like that. But by putting Slash Draw to 1, we fix one of the issues that the TCG saw preemptively with their ban list. And, well, our degenerate mill-out decks. So, good hit, by the way. I like that. Also got Salaman Great Circle to 1. Do we have to hit solid more? Like, I get that it seems a little bit... what's the word I'm looking for here? Really good. But this, I feel like whoever made this just looked at the TCG list and went, yeah, that one to 1. So there's that. Now, the last big one here is Zodiac Trident to 1. I've been a big fan of this for the longest time. I've seen no reason for Trident to be locked up while Broad Bowl is still gone. You know, the thing that made the deck good was Broad Bowl. You know, we, in the current generation, we have negates everywhere. Alright, yes, I understand that Trident is a 1-card negate. Alright, sure. But the card isn't doing anything. Like, even if the card came back, yeah, at most, I'm sure decks will find a way to splash in a zoo to get a free destruction card. But there's just something about it that, at this point in time, I don't see why we still have a restriction or a ban on this. Like, free it up to 1. Let's test it. It's a 1-of. It's, at most, you give all decks a generic 1 pop. But even so, like, that's questionable in my opinion. So those are everything going to 1. To 2, we have 2 Shadow Mist. Now, I think the OCG's had Shadow Mist at 1 for a bonkers long time. Like, they've had double Stratos, but the way that the OCG handled cleaning up the hero deck, that was an issue. So they went after Shadow Mist. So it's kind of nice to see that Stratos and Shadow Mist get to exist in higher numbers in the format. And then we've also got Draconet moving to 2. Yesterday I talked about this. My comment section gracefully, corrected me about the abuse on this card. And after looking at things yesterday, yeah, this is very much a consistency hit, because the OCG does have Overraptor and other of the good extenders. It looks like still locked up. So to me, this looks just more like a consistency hit, and I'm still going to agree with that. Next up, we've also got Mathematician to 2. They've got Armageddon Knight and Dark Grepher, both limited, I believe. Something might have moved, but this feels like one of those Orcust hits to me. You can't... and by Orcust hits, I mean this card is... The card is the card. There's not much else to say on Mathematician. My mind just broke there. It's like Mathematician's a good card, but it's literally just Foolish Barrel. Next up, we have the Hidden City to 2. Now, I don't know who is all afraid of Subterrors just coming out of the woodwork and going, oh my god, set my guru end turn. And you're just like that's literally what the deck does. Whoever made this, I think, just doesn't like the next couple of decks. And like, we got to hit a couple things on this. So, double Hidden City, by the way. And we've got multi-roll to 2. Yeah, this should have happened a long time ago. The OCG has double Engage, double Widow Anchor at this point, and that's basically how we fixed our Zoo deck, or excuse me, our Sky Striker deck. And, well, I agree with that. Like, that was pretty much enough to put the nail in the coffin, but here in the TCG, like, we got one multi-roll. Like, life's questionable, right, guys? And the last card that we have is Altergeist Protocol. Whoever made this list does not like any of these decks. Like, this is the slap on the wrist treatment between all of these cards. But basically, putting Protocol you're softening up the blows for the format. Like, I get what they were trying to do with this list, in general terms of things. Final thoughts here. This ain't gonna happen, Chief. Like, I'm sorry to tell you that. Firewall was the biggest meme on this list, but Frantic Octo, yikes. That is all I gotta say. Alright, guys. Peace out. The ride never, well, truly ends. Thank you, patrons. Without you guys, I don't know what I'd be wearing in these videos. I might be a truffle shuffle incident all over again. Guys, please also check out Vanquil40 for some awesome Vanguard content. Some other interesting stuff you might find up here on the left or in the description as well. Thanks for watching.